I'm Tamara and I'm lucky enough to live and work in the Hills area. It's a beautiful part of Sydney that is well loved by the locals. It's my honour to give you a tour of our beautiful part of the world, piece by piece, to show you why the locals absolutely love being part of our vibrant community. On this episode of Tamara Talks, I want to highlight one of the great cultural outlets of our community. Today we're at the Pavilion Theatre in Castle Hill, and I'm standing on the set of The Cripple of Inishmaan. This play is currently in season at the Pavilion Theatre, and I'm lucky enough to interview Annette, who's the stage manager and also a cast member. Annette, thanks so much for having me here today. And I think the last time I was here, I was a child. My mother brought me here. So the play I came to see was The Importance of Being Earnest. I think that was 1992.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. I wasn't a member of Castle Hill Players at that time, but I am familiar with that production. Judy Burgess, one of our life members who is still part of the community, she was in The Importance of Being Earnest.
Wow.
And the set was designed by Maureen Cartledge, and she is still designing sets, and in fact designed the current set for The Cripple of Inishmaan.
And there's so much detail in the set. Does everybody get involved with making the set?
Yes, the wonderful thing about the players and the community aspect of it is that members are encouraged to become involved to their level of ability, capability, and people like Maureen help and train them, guide them. So when it comes to painting the set, they are able to grab a paintbrush and she'll recognise their ability. They may be able to create the artistic work that makes it look like stonework, or they might simply be able to flat paint a wall.
Yeah.
It's all got to be done,
Yeah.
so everyone can pitch in, and that's really what community is all about.
That's great. Firstly, why did you get involved in the Castle Hill Players?
My husband first became involved. He was recruited at one of the Shire Council's Australia Day events.
Okay.
They were doing a bit of a recruitment drive and they encouraged him to come along to an audition. Yeah. And I also recognised it as an opportunity for our growing children to become involved in an activity which we could all be part of. Yeah. The children weren't going to grow out of it, they were actually going to grow into it. So 20 years later, we're still here, yeah, loving it.
And your son's the star of the show?
Yep. Yeah, well, he's the lead. It is an ensemble cast. Okay. However, he does play the title role, Cripple Billy. And yes, they're playing to big houses and being very well received. We're very proud of The Cripple of Inishmaan.
And I guess for the community as a whole, how many productions do you put on each year?
Yes, we put on 6 productions a year. So basically the theatre is either in rehearsal mode, set building mode, or performance mode. Okay. And at the moment as we sit here, we're in performance mode on stage, but the incoming production is actually rehearsing in the foyer.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
That should be a lot of fun. That will be on our stage the end of July through August. Okay. Full details, don't trust me, but the full details can be found on our website, www.paviliontheatre.org.au.
What's the significance of community theatre?
Community theatre is very significant. What this theatre offers to the residents and to families is an outlet for performance, for artistic achievement, for creativity, for socialising, for being amongst people with a common bond, a common love for theatre, performance. Many of our patrons here have been totally committed to Castle Hill Players for decades. They proudly state, some of them count the number of productions they have seen here at this theatre. It's the accessibility, the convenience, and just the local feel. It's something that belongs to us.
One of the great things about doing Tamara Talks is I get to see some of the interesting and varied things that our community offers its residents. If there's an aspect of the community that you'd like to share with our viewers, then please get in touch.